Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of OD Podcast. What's happening?
Where's T?
How was your Memorial Day weekend?
My Memorial Day weekend was cool. I just worked. I just did clients, and then yesterday I went to a quote unquote barbecue. Yesterday was also the day that I realized that I just really can't be around bougie people. If it's not like, okay, let me specify. I can't be around fake bougie people.
Like people who want to be bougie.
Oh my God.
Oh. Them be the ones like, girl, you know me, you know I'm bougie. I don't suppose like that, but really be country.
I don't know. I feel like when you have barbecues and stuff like that, if it ain't extra top notch or extra ghetto, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, I need my joint to feel like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I need an argument. I need some spades. I need some linen shorts, linen pants with some Jesus sandals.
I need barbecue. I need drinks. Like, I don't need all that stuff because I don't know. It was not cool. But then we went to another barbecue. Randomly ended up at Santana's house. To Atlanta, I randomly went there, and he definitely gave me the vibes that I was looking for.
Yeah, I saw those videos, and him and JT in Miami. That was last night. Was their night, honey. They was up and stuck.
So I said that all to say that I think that after I have a video shoot next week, I think I'm gonna quarantine until then.
Wait, next week? You gonna quarantine until next week?
Yeah, I got a video shoot on the 5th and the 6th, so I can't turn that down. But I think I'm going to quarantine up until then, if I can.
Yeah, I mean, what would be?
I can't though is because of work. But literally, besides Memorial Day, I don't really go nowhere unless it's work.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I was in the house all weekend and Monday. I was going to drive to my cousin's house to literally drop something off. She lives very far, and I was only doing it because I needed something to do. But she ended up driving to North Carolina, so everybody having fun. But Alicia, somebody did bring me some a cookout plate, some fish and all that. So I made me some fish tacos tonight with it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually had tacos and I had bar taco. I had all
bar taco.
They got a new one. They got a new it's on their hidden menu. They used to have a what you call it? Brussels sprout taco on their hidden menu.
Mm-hmm.
Got it no more. She was like, we have like a flash fried avocado taco.
That might be good.
That was so good.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Flash fried.
It was like lightly fried, and then it had like pickled purple cabbage on it. And some more stuff. You know, they be fake.
I've only been to bar taco one time, but it was enough to change my life. Like, I'm like, if my tacos don't taste like
taco, I'll be like, you literally have piss poor taste buds. I don't care.
Yeah, and I mean, unless you're just from Mexico and you know what's up.
I even looked online yesterday because I was like just looking up foods. I ate so much Popeyes within the last week. Like I probably ate Popeyes 4 times that I'm back vegan. So have you picked up any like weird habits since you've been in the house? Because I have.
Not any habits. I have been on my phone entirely too much, and my pinky is gonna be like the letter Z. But really, no. I just been in the bed and just decorating my house. That's really I've never put this much effort into any place I lived ever, and that's how I know I'm finally where I want to live it.
I just was looking up stuff because I was like, you in middle school, I remember my mama would not buy me the Destiny Child Barbie dolls. So I just randomly looked it up, and I'm like, I bet they cost so much money. I looked them up, and they was only like $20. So I was like, should I?
Yeah, you should.
Old time sake. So then I just fell into like this loophole. I found Britney Spears Barbie dolls from Hit Me One More Time. I found Spice Girl Barbie dolls. So I'm like, ooh.
I used to have a Moesha one, but I can't even tell you where it's at now.
Well, they on the way to the house.
I swear I had it for like 10 plus years, and the person that used to steal from me all the time probably stole it
and sold it.
Had to, because I literally got it in the 5th grade, and something told me to never open it. So I was like, I'm never opening it, and then I just never opened it.
And it's gone.
It's gone. I know for a fact it is because I don't move too many times to not come across it.
Wow.
It's okay.
Yeah, Britney Spears Barbie's on the way. Spice Girls, all 5 on the way.
Well, are you gonna put them like in a case, or what you gonna do with them?
Yeah, I'm always top move though.
You know, that's cool. I think honestly, it's cool that you got them, especially at that price, because that's how much they was for sale back then. But when
I found all 5 of the Spice Girls dolls for $50.
Wow.
I'm like, what?
Whoever sold you that gonna regret that one day. On soul.
Okay. But I can't find all the Destiny Child dolls. I found Beyonce and I found Kelly. I cannot find Michelle. Oh. I found the MC Hammer doll. I found the Michael Jackson
I
one.
used to have MC Hammer too. You could have had a whole billboard.
Yeah, you know, I think that's what I want because it started because I want the Travis Scott one, and then I was like, ooh, maybe I could just have one. I said that when I finally do move and I get a glam room or a room like that, that's how I want I want it to look like a sneaker shop, if that makes sense. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be like shoes.
Ooh.
And then I don't know if you ever seen like certain shops they be having like action figures on the wall.
Yes.
That's how I wanted it to be. But I wanted it to be like a mixture of action figures and Barbie doll. Not actual, it could be. I don't know. I'm just, playing it as it come along. I've been decorating in my head.
I know what you mean. When you finally move, though, you'll be able to like align it. All right, so let's hop into shop talk.
Who on the docket?
Nevadius Wilburn.
So he is the daddy for number 1.
Point blank period. He also has 4 1-year-olds. I repeat, Future has 4 1-year-olds. My whole thing is I'm blaming him and I'm blaming the baby mamas. With somebody with behavior as consistent as Future, why in the world would you have sex with him? I don't even want to be on the same subway, train, or airplane with this man because who knows how many months I'm gonna be when I land. Okay.
He's so fertile.
And you know what's so crazy? I was just telling my my waxer this the other day. These are how many kids he got. How many abortions have he had?
Yeah.
And how many women have not gotten pregnant? So I think
he have HPV because
why everybody keep saying that? So I am not. I think it's just everybody has their own intentions, but I just cannot imagine even being attracted to a man that has that many kids or even publicly acts the way he does about the baby mother. So I really do feel like it's like on a core level, like if we were inside that circle, I think he like kind of controls his baby mamas. He do something.
In their pockets. I mean, and that's kind of weird. It's almost like a trance. I was just talking about this about somebody else, not necessarily about him, but just in general, just how these generation of girls does. And I'm not even gonna say that it's just now happening because of course this happened before, but it's just more publicly because of Instagram and social media. But it's so many people that are dating just because of social status and money, and that is terrible.
And I get the benefit of it, but everybody don't get the same result. Results may vary.
Yeah, but and you know what's so crazy though? I think about the kids. I think my mind just automatically goes there because it's just like you so focused on this and your image that I'm not. I don't want to put the fact that they're going to be bad mothers, but it's just like.
But the child is not the priority. It's about personal gain. Because look at and I'm not this. Her name Eliza Rain is the last confirmed baby mama, but apparently she was only asking for about $400 or $500 a month in child support, and then she ended up being granted over $50,000 a month, and that's why he was really mad. Listen, sis.
The fact I was ugly and stuff, that was making me mad.
Yeah, I didn't like that. First of all, she's not ugly. You tried it. Third of all, you really are just mad. My worry is that he's gonna treat that child the way he's like publicly treating her. Cause he probably gonna reject the child. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to really take a whole lot for him to like, it's just kind of embarrassing. Like even the stuff he used to say about Sierra and stuff when they were going through their drama, it's just too much. And I think a lot of women, and maybe men too, I don't know, but a lot of women feel like they can change somebody or they are the one to get them to act right. And I mean, while that is possible, that honey, it's not as common as you think. Now you got to go through a whole lot of mess, huh?
I used to be like that.
Me too. When I didn't know better. But
I feel like I used to just date people sometimes, and I'm like, I see the good in them, but I also see what kind of troubles they got, and I'm like, you know what? I'm a good person. I kind of got my, I'm mentally stable, and I felt like I can help somebody, but realistically, No, never worked out.
Exactly. Like you looking for a project. And I get it, because I've done the same thing. I can see, like, you start getting to know people, you see their real personality, like, what? He got a good heart. Oh, he's smart. He just need to do this. He need to do that. But when it becomes a pattern, and you got to think about it, he was with somebody before you. So who knows what they pushed you through to get to this point. And the people that do right out, like I think about people like Keyshia, who had to deal with a lot from Gucci to get him to be at this point. And I don't know if that's considered strong, dumb, patient. I don't know what it's considered, because it could be all those things. And she finally got the result she was looking for. But it's people in that predicament and still is dealing with the mess. But like you said, I mean, I'm not in her case, but a lot of people do deal with that because they want the lifestyle. Because it ain't, I mean, what other thing could it be? I mean, people want to be famous. They want to live a luxurious life, and they don't want to have to work that much. I get it. I think common folks do the same thing. But I think that common folks per se is more so like, they said he be da. When you famous, it's like, girl, you can Google it. The man married, got 10 kids, like Fetty Wap. You know what I'm saying? It's like the girl who was married to Fetty Wap recently, they got divorced after like a month, and she was talking about how he was abusing her. And I'm curious to know how he was before that, because he didn't have a positive behavior either.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that's just coming up. I watch people behaviors too. Speaking of Gucci Mane, I don't like how he acting in the media right now either.
Where does he go? Is the clone gone?
I don't think I think that what it is that we haven't heard much, like physically heard much from him since he got out of jail. Not for me. Like, I don't never hear him talk.
Like being vocal. Yeah, he did the interview with Charlamagne, but that was...
Yeah, like right now he's like very vocal about stuff, and then it's definitely giving Gucci Mane that's not a clone.
Yeah,
he's giving the original, but he got rid of Asian Doll on the label. She wanted out of her contract, but it wasn't like he kicked her off the label. She asked him twice. First time he said no, and then the second time he let her go or whatever. So now he's acting like she didn't even exist. He done signed a new girl.
He called another girl the first lady of 1017.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Well, she ain't even been gone a good month, 2 months, and you already with the stuff.
I wonder, why does she? Do you know why she want to get off the label?
Well, before she had got on the label, she was independent, of course, and she was putting out music. She was like building a name for herself, and then when she got signed to Gucci, I personally think that she asked him. She wanted to sign to him. So it wasn't something that he just like fished out for her.
Mm-hmm.
She, brought herself to him and wanted to get signed, and it was because she wanted to follow in Nicki Minaj's footsteps, because Nicki Minaj started under Gucci Mane. So he ended up signing her. He did one song with her. We did one of her song, and then she was saying that I remember on the interview, because she got a song with this guy named Jay Sean, and I don't know if you remember Jay Sean. He a old artist, but he still be making music for like clubs. You know, some people you don't even know they still make music, but
like Flow Rider.
Yeah, like stuff like that. So he do music like that. She was saying that Nicki Minaj had like set that up for her. Fast forward, that was Gucci Mane was on their song as well. And that was it. He didn't help her. Like she would be dropping projects. They wouldn't promote her. Nothing.
I wonder how that happens.
I don't know. And it seems like
people said it about Gucci before, and he claimed that's not true.
Yeah, like he definitely has a pattern of doing that. Like he'll sign him, he'll get him a whole bunch of money up front, buy them a chain, do 1 or 2 songs with them, and then be like, all right, figure it out.
And they take off when they leave.
Yeah. So I don't know.
All I know is I was on Gucci.
I feel bad for her, but then like I kind of don't, because I actually like Asian Doll's music because it's real ratchet. It's like real like gutter. Like I don't really know females out right now that's giving that. So I do like it, but I do feel like she set herself up in a way like Azalea Banks, because she's very confrontational, and then she has like this elitist personality. Like she made it already. Like, oh, I'm the baddest one now. None of y'all seeing me. Da, 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 da.
I can't even be mad at that, but it's different when you have kind of like built like if you like a Megan.
Oh, and Azalea.
Yeah, let's talk about Azalea Banks.
AB. First of all, I grew up with drug addicts in my family, like a lot. I said that to say that I know crack when I see it. Okay, I know crackheads when I see them. I know drug addicts when I see them. That girl is lit. She on my Obama runs.
Okay. No, I know, but I'm sick and tired. I'm about to mute Obama runs in real life.
I
First of all, people was like looking for her when Lana Del Rey made her statement. You know, obviously, so Azalea Banks, to me, is very problematic and equally talented. That's what's unfortunate. I really do like her as a rapper. I'm not like a fan, but when I hear her music, I'm like, oh, this MF is spitting.
Yeah.
But I don't like when she lashes out at people, and it's always so below the belt and cutthroat and almost unwarranted. But then people wanted her, they were like, oh, Azalea trying to tell y'all. Listen, just because she, like, I think it's possible for her to be right, she just shouldn't handle it the way that she handles things.
Her delivery is just way
terrible, but she can't take it. And then for her to read so hard, I'm like, girl, you good on the computer? You need links to the BS.
Yeah,
but
you need to take some notes from Keyshia.
So she makes this video talking about she don't have sex with a lot of men with a lot of power, and she just can expose them. Dave Chappelle, I could ruin your marriage. Okay, ma'am, you done already said it. Like, this is, first of all, I doubt you're gonna ruin his marriage. His wife has been with him for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure you are the last one on the list that she is gonna leave him about.
That's when I was talking about that crack. The crack was cracking when she was making that video.
Yeah, and then I don't like when she said, I'm gonna start exposing y'all black men. Girl, what you mean by that? I don't like that now.
She said that because she's just mad. I think what it is ultimately is when she sees stuff happen in the media, and the way that we are now, like, this happened years ago, and this is why I kind of feel for her a little bit, because I know for one, I know she had a mental issue, but I think that she look at stuff like when Kanye said things that he said something about slavery being a choice. He's openly supported Trump, wearing Trump memorabilia, just doing so much stuff, and then he's turning around and being a 3.3 billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a slap in the face, and they both are Gemini. So she like, damn, I'm really the female version of Kanye, but y'all be ready to throw me in the trash can, and then...
But they do be throwing Kanye in the trash can. He just has more power than she does.
Yeah, that's true too. He got more power and more money than her, but it just seems like people will be mad at him for 5 minutes and then boom, he back normal. Like,
I don't agree with that, but I get it. I get why she could think that, but ma'am, you can't compare yourself to him. Like, I just think that, number one, Kanye has built a fan base on the positive side for so long.
Yeah,
he just flipped. Now, he did lose a lot of fans, but a lot of people really are in love with his music, and they know that he's talented, and they also know that he has mental issues as well. Now, that doesn't justify it, because, you know, after that Trump junk, I was done with it, but she lashes, like, when does she do positive stuff? Besides when she makes...
She tried it. You can tell, like, she had got on some meds for a little minute, because she tried, when she was talking about her skincare. I'm going to find a video and send it to you, but she was just trying to, like, talk positively about the community, what she was going to do for the community. But I think when she sees stuff happen in the media, like what's going on with Doja Cat, she's like, oh, y'all just going to let this slide? And
No, they didn't let it slide. That was the longest cancel party I ever saw in my life. It was like 72 hours.
But I think that because Ebro had posted something, and he was just trying to give, you know, a little insight on Doja, like, oh, y'all shouldn't cancel her because this
uplift her. Okay.
Like,
that's not what this is.
She's like, she's like, y'all didn't, what was the sympathy for me doing that shit? So that's what made her lash out. I hate that when she do stuff like that, it just open a can of worms about how she really feel about a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's not about you.
She been like praising people, like, for the last couple of months. She just been trying to get Nicki Minaj to do a song with her. She apologized to her publicly.
I wouldn't trust it.
Huh?
I wouldn't trust it. I'm sorry.
Only for her to turn around yesterday and tell her, like, oh, bitch, you fake as fuck. You jealous of Cardi B. Manja, she ain't even said nothing.
Don't you hate Cardi?
Manja, Nicki ain't even said nothing. She over there doing what she doing.
Nicki Minaj is on maternity stay, okay?
And she like, you whack as fuck. You could never be on a song with me. I'll watch you. I rap way better than you. You can never go bar to bar with me. And she was like, you would never want to see me.
First of all, you sound like her.
Yeah, and did you see that? You were just trying to get on the song with her. You was just saying how y'all both went to LaGuardia and that y'all are the art girls of the scene. And
I would not want to be in a room by myself with her. I want all cameras rolling at all times. Did you see the girl Coy with Rico Nasty yesterday?
Yeah.
She kind of,
Huh?
she kind of pulled the same kind of stunt. Like,
yeah, I was about to say, Coy seems very, very, very problematic. I don't know if you remember the videos of Bad Baby when she was talking about why she can't say the N word. Coy was the one who was trying to,
whose daughter is she?
I don't know.
She's somebody's daughter. Because she was on Growing Up Hip Hop. Let me find out.
Yeah, I don't know. She was doing that, but she seems very problematic. Rico is another person that don't bother nobody, and here you go out of nowhere.
First of all, Miss Mamas, if it was an unfollow that was the issue, just unfollow her back. I must have a lot of beefs out here.
I'm tired of people, like, I'm really getting fed up. First of all, I'm tired of fight videos. I'm also tired of
fight videos, like hood fights.
Yeah, like on Instagram.
I'm iffy about it. I hate them, but I do be like, get in there, get in there.
I hate fight videos. I'm tired. I'm tired of fight videos, and I'm tired of people saying that somebody copying them. She was saying that Rico was copying her, which I'm like, I know a lot about Rico. I know nothing about you.
Right, and then she was like, I've been signed for a year and a half, and I've been on the same stages. Ma'am, they didn't come to those stages to see you, though.
Yeah.
That's really, why people, I don't like that. And she was like, make better music. Girl, you really feeling yourself. And people were saying that people only know who she is because she dated Trippie Redd. Her dad is Raymond Scott. Benzino, all right.
Say less. First of all, the crab leg danced from what I heard.
Really? It was good. I mean, it wasn't better than Juice Crab, but I liked it.
I found out in 30 days when I'm down to drop a little.
Me and Desiree went when they first opened in Marietta. Yeah, I don't all this drunk. I don't like this kind of stuff. This is how you know folk been in the house too long. Everybody chill out. Did
we ever talk about what happened with, because that's crazy too. I don't know if we talked about it. Did we ever talk about what happened between Keyshia Cole and Kehlani?
We didn't. And you know what? I tried to listen to some Kehlani interviews to understand what happened. And it sounded like everybody crazy except her. I don't understand.
Yeah. So did you watch The Breakfast Club?
Yes, that's where I heard it first. And then I heard her on the Joe Budden podcast.
Initially, I heard Kamaiyah's side of the story, but she would never go into details. She just would be like, you know, she did some fucked up shit and like just basically trying to like backdoor it like most people do, and I hate that. Then Keyshia Cole was just like subbing her on Twitter, Kehlani.
I expect it from her though. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that when Kehlani said that story about Keyshia, if you watch that show the way it is on PT, you know that that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah, and a lot of people I've heard that have worked with Keyshia Cole have said the same stuff about her, even if it was like a quick interaction. You trying to ruin my reputation, trying to make my light darker and yours brighter. So like we was in the same light. What are you talking about? So a mess. They were trying to sabotage my girl first week sales. That was all it was. It's okay. I actually really like the album. I'm not even into that kind of weird soft gangbanger music. Weird soft gangbanger music. I listened to the albums the first time. And I'm like, okay, I like it, but it's the one for me. All right. Woo! I don't know what type of what's the little drug he be doing like that? Oh, that puff stuff. I don't like that. That's not cool. That really turned me off from him. I said, why would he do that? I never even seen a black person do that before. And I ain't want to say that out loud, but I promise you, I ain't never seen a black. And I ain't saying they don't, but I ain't never seen. I'm supposed to call that John air crack. Steve almost died doing that. I know. I remember. Oh, I remember that. That was what he was addicted to. And it would like ruin his lungs and I want to say like his stomach. Yeah, that's not cool. And you know what's so sad? I don't like that. Honestly. I ain't with none of it. Don't me either. But if you snipping stuff out listen, that little thing is just for all the people who listen who worked at Starbucks and you had to make the whipped cream, that little can that they use to squirt the whipped cream. I thought it was helium. What, in the whipped cream? No, the thing that he was doing. It has a helium effect. Honestly, I don't know, and I'm scared. I don't like that at all. And ain't none of my business because he a grown man, but it's just so dangerous and irresponsible to even be. Somebody said he had got on live just to do it and got off. Yeah, he ended it. He did it twice. But what is that about? Then Young Thug took a picture with it with the can on his head. So recently? Yeah. I don't know. That's not cool.
I'm like, what are y'all?
That's not cool. And they're gonna have people trying it. It's so irresponsible.
It is. It's very irresponsible. Speaking
All right.
before we get on to the main topic, we need to get on the main topic of this. I really don't want to talk about it because I don't have much to say, but Doja KKKat.
Doja Cat. Yeah, I'm not cool with. I'm not cool with happened. I'm not cool with her apologies. None of them. They don't even sound genuine. And this is my thing. This is why I try to be real. Like when I like something, I do compliment them, but I try not to do stand behavior because I really think she's dope. But people give folks they flowers so quick and so heavily that something like this always happens. Something's gonna always happen to disappoint. You know how you be sprung off a dude, he just like, oh my God. Then you run into him at the mall with another girl or boy, and then be like, F him, I can't believe this. That's what happened. But yeah, so from my understanding, I actually sent myself some screenshots on it, but I remember from the top of my head. But she was participating in like chats with people that were racist, and she was like contributing to those racist conversations. She had some tweets about being black is depressing, and how she made videos about how she hated her 4C hair, and she used the F word. I mean, and these wasn't even that old. This was like 2 years ago, and then that video was from this year,
6 weeks ago.
Yeah. And her apology was, I don't even know, her apology was BS. That's basically what it was. What's your thoughts?
I be feeling different, and that's why I don't comment stuff like that on social media because I don't want to get attacked. Because as soon as I have an opposing opinion to the way somebody else thinks or the way they process stuff, instead of them trying to correct me or just like, well, you seen this one or blah, blah, blah. They're trying to drag me, and I ain't doing that. I'm not arguing about it on social media about something I said. But I think me personally, the way I'm looking at it, I think that she does feel bad for it, and I do think that like it's all about the way that you grow up, because there's a lot of stuff that I probably thought that was okay. Like even I don't know. I remember when the R. Kelly thing had came out, and it was a lot of stuff that I grew up thinking that was cool up until I watched it, and I felt I was just sitting back like, damn, like for the longest I never looked at something like that as like this year. Well, it wasn't this year when it came out, but last year I was like,
yeah, I mean stuff I've said. Yeah, I can understand that.
Like I never really looked at that as wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I learn stuff every day, and I know that she's grown, and I can't even use that as an excuse because me at my big age, 31 years old, I'm still learning stuff, but I don't be liking to just put the fire on people that deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I know
what you're saying. I don't agree, but I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel like
liking to put it on there too deep. Like I definitely am more forgiving than most, just because I know that people don't really know. But I think that me looking at her and like her personality and just like how people play around. First of all, she's from the West Coast, and I get that. Like, it's a lot of like
culture.
Yeah, it's a lot. What you mean?
There's a lot of culture out there, so I'm just adding.
You know what though? It's a lot. It's a lot of culture of people using racial slurs as like just regular talk, and people that aren't of color. Because even I was looking at some videos, because I found a video about a week ago, and I was just in my room. I always be looking at random stuff at night. I found a video of Jeffree Star on YouTube. A boy was just calling Jeffree Star. Apparently, he got into the Internet Archive and he pulled up one of Jeffree Star's old websites. So this isn't Jeffree Star's first cosmetic line. He used to have a cosmetic line called Makeup Nazis. And you literally used the Nazi symbol and turned it so it wouldn't be the same. I'm gonna send you a video. It was insane. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what's so crazy? A lot of people in corporate America, not a lot, but I've heard it enough times. People be like, yeah, I'm a grammar Nazi. Like basically saying like, I'm so strict on grammar. That's not cool. Yeah. And I have a lot of coworkers that are Jewish, and they just disregard. They're just like, I'm like, you can't say that. What's wrong with you?
I think that's what I'm saying. Like these people over there, that's how they talk. Because even like one of my friends, she's a twin and she's from Portland. And I heard that Portland is really racist. Like I heard it's like kind of racist out there, and like just the way they talk to each other, that's how they speak. Like you will say nigga to a white person and a white person nigga to you, and sometimes people be okay with it.
I think that happens everywhere, but it's not okay. I get it though. I feel like yes, there are a lot of things that we did not know growing up and that we're finally learning now. But I'm sorry, with this climate, I just can't give passes to racial issues. I can't, and I know based just off of her the way she carries herself and her creativity that she is intelligent enough to know better. Because there is no way. I'm sorry. I just can't see how there's any way she could have thought anything was okay. I just can't, especially as a Black person. And I mean, I know everybody's case is different, but some of this stuff was a little on the deep end. Even like the Dindu song. I'm just like,
yeah.
That's not like I'm not going for it. And I don't feel sorry for her, and I'm not okay with it. I think that she can learn, yes, but I don't believe her. I think this is like in this era, people just can't issue apologies and it's supposed to just go away. And that's what we expect them to do, which is probably why she didn't say anything for a long time. You would think she would have came back with this extreme apology, like really in depth. To me, it just sounded like.
Did you watch the videos?
Yes, I did. And I was just unmoved. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It's the thing is, yes, I do know there are other people from other races that use the N-word. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? I know people, like I've heard it here. I've heard it from it up north. There are people who are not Black, not white, they're Mexican or whatever the case is, and they're using the word. But I think that her situation is way more than self-love. It is deeper than that. And unfortunately, maybe she hasn't received that love, but I can't. Just is what it is. I mean, I don't know how her parents treated her or her upbringing, but you have to know that some things like that are off limits. It just, how did you learn the word to begin with? It don't mean flashlight. You know what I'm saying? You know what it means. So why do you think it's okay? Like, I just feel like maybe like some people grow up. Like I remember seeing this tweet from this Black girl saying like, racism isn't real. I've never experienced it before, but that does not mean it is not real. You have just been lucky enough to not be exposed to something like that. But there has been evidence that this is a thing that is going on. So it doesn't have to happen to you for it to be true. And I feel like some like racial things, being Black is something you can't avoid. I know people who were raised by white parents or grew up in white schools or been in white areas and they still know better. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I think that I know people always say you can't use your grown up as an excuse. Sometimes you can, but in my personal opinion, in this case, you can't. It's not cool. Her style is way too broad for her to pull that card to me.
Yeah. You feel like she definitely is too intelligent to.
Absolutely. Way too intelligent. And I know she got people around her, especially, in the type of dude she's dated. Like, how are you attracted to that and you think that's okay? It's not. And then if that's who you are, then that's who you are. But don't, like, I feel like when people get famous, they just have a responsibility that is associated with their lifestyle, and there's not, whether you want it or not. And you need to be careful with that. And so don't try to win back the Black vote by saying somebody brought the word to me and I made the song that day. That's not true. There is a whole, and people feel free to Google it. There's a whole racist dictionary that we don't even know about that white people use when discussing us. Okay. And that's where that word Dindu came from. So she can say whatever she want to say about why she wrote the song and when she first heard it.
But I've heard the word before, ever.
Listen, don't go on Reddit. Don't go on none of these platforms. Like, and these are platforms where things like that thrive. And so for me, if she had just learned the word that day, why would you make a song about it? Like, if you learned what it meant, you should be like concerned. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool.
She used it as a she said she used it as in a way like how we use the word nigga and the B word. Instead of taking offense to it, she just wrote a song, like, I guess expressing her, I don't know. She said like she was using it to take her power back when she used it, because she said that somebody used that word against her before, and she was like, "Oh,
how would they use that word against her?"
That's what I'm telling you what she said. She said that she
That's
was
what I'm saying. She literally was better off letting this fly over and never saying nothing. That's how I feel. I'm just not going for it, man. It's just so many things that have happened off of people not knowing or trying to play it safe. It's just not cool, man. I feel like my patience for this racial stuff is getting very thin. I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm sick and tired of people not holding themselves accountable. Yes, you can learn to love yourself, but this is a real world, and these are real issues. And if you want black support, black money, you need to earn it. Black, whether you black or not, I don't care.
She is black, but she
That's what I'm
needs.
saying. I'm saying anybody in general.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Doja Cat, if you listening, we ain't on Tiny Chat, but we is on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a no for me. And I really do think she's talented, but I'm good on her for real. If Jeezy was to pull the same kind of stunt, I would give him the same energy. And that's on God.
Yeah. So,
I can't play with it. All right. So for today's topic, I wanted to talk about basically the gift and the curse of recording everything, right? I'm sure we have seen, like, sometimes we're on social media, you see these cute videos, like, oh, look at this. But then if you were to see them recording that video in person, you'd be like, why are you recording that? And
yeah.
these are some things that have come across my attention this weekend, right? So on Saturday, I was driving on the highway, and this guy had pulled over on the side under a bridge where there's like a lot of tents, like where homeless people live, and he just like got his iPad out and he's just recording them. And I'm like, what are you doing? My thing is really awkward. Like, imagine, like, obviously these people are homeless. They don't have, an address, a physical address. They don't have a lot of things that we are privileged to have. And you in your car come to my living room and you just start recording me. And you ain't doing nothing to help me. You ain't doing nothing to benefit me, but you kind of using me as a way to like attract views or visits or likes or some kind of engagement. And I'm not an animal, and I'm not cool with that. And it's the same way I would look at an animal in a cage at a zoo, and people just come back and you come into my habitat, you using me for your own entertainment. I don't think that's cool. Okay. But then I look at the flip side of that and I think about, wow, like if I see a documentary, somebody filmed in the city of Atlanta, the homelessness, it's kind of like, oh wow, like why I didn't know this was going on, or I learned this story. But I'm thinking, like, how do these people really feel about folks that come into their area like that? Like, I think about when people go out and they feed the homeless, or they give them money and they got the camera in their face recording them. It's kind of weird. It's like, what are you doing it for? Like, what is the pleasure you're getting out of it? Like, is like, I don't know. It's kind of rude. Like, I think it's one thing if you are filming a documentary, but I think there needs to be a some kind of game from both parties. Otherwise, you're just exploiting them. I don't think that's cool. Okay. Example number 2. I was riding down, what's that street Agnes Scott is on? Is that College Avenue?
Agnes Scott Indicator.
Mm-hmm. Is that College Avenue? So I was riding down East College Avenue, and I saw a lady with her on a sidewalk with her daughter riding a bike, like with training wheels, and the little girl was stuck, but her mother was like a yard away recording her. I'm like, if you don't help your baby, what if she fall in the street? Like, she was like close to the curb of the street. But I'm sure the mother in that moment kind of put more value in capturing that memory of her daughter almost falling in the street than the feeling she would have if her daughter got hit by a car. And I feel like sometimes you kind of gotta, where do you draw the line on what's important? Like, obviously you want to capture the memories of your child, but when I think back on our childhood, yes, our parents recorded us. They took a lot of pictures and things like that, but it wasn't like every little thing. Like, good girl, where do you add the memories? You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think about, like, dang, do you remember we did it? And you got to describe it. But these kids ain't gonna miss out on a darn thing. Okay.
I definitely don't like that. So, I'm the type of person where, like, I don't think that people should record acts of kindness. Like, if you're doing it before you, like, if you're doing it like, hey, we're about to go feed the homeless, okay, that's cool. But I don't think that you actually making videos of you handing out food out your trunk to homeless people, I don't think that's necessary, because I mean, it to me, it takes away from how genuine it is. Like, if you want to feed the homeless and if you want to do something to help and you want other people to come and help you out, because I think that's initially what they want to do. With some people, like, I feel like some people do it and they'll be like looking for people to assist them, or just to kind of come together and help them. Some people just be like, oh, look at me, I'm giving money to the homeless, I'm feeding the homeless, I'm doing this, I'm I'm a good person, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that. It's these documentaries that I watch pretty, like, whenever I'm bored on YouTube. It's this guy that lives in California, in LA, and he records he like pulls homeless drug addicts off the street and interviews them.
Mm-hmm.
And me watching it, it just kind of opened like my eyes up to a lot, because it's like I'm learning more, and it kind of makes me like not judge homeless people as much, because I definitely can be that type of person where I'm just like, I'll be thinking like, oh, I'm not giving them no money because they not getting my money for no drugs.
Yeah, and it's easy to assume that, because it's like, well, what other reason do you have to be homeless?
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. I think those documentaries just opened my eyes up to a lot. Like, people just grow up really crazy, and he got a lot of backlash on Twitter about it because they felt like he was exploiting those people. But
I was wondering, is he paying them? Like, what is he doing, and how does he get them to agree to even come on camera?
Yeah, I mean, I always wondered that too. Like, what does he tell them? Because they be spilling tea.
Right, especially the one girl who was being abused. I'm like, well, are you offering her help after you do this? Because she probably gonna get in trouble for doing this.
That was the one that got everybody's attention, because I think he showed her over like a 3 or 4 month.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, it was so sad.
My God, like, I didn't even think that it would happen that fast. I think that's why I advocate against drug use so bad, because I'm just like, for one, you gonna look crazy, like, no matter what it is. I think then I always tell people, like, it ain't even just drugs. Too much of anything can be bad for your body. I mean, look at
too much water can be bad for your body. Can you believe that?
Like, I mean, this is why we have obesity and weight issues and skin issues and mental. You know what I'm saying? It's like too much of stuff. Can definitely be bad, especially something that's harming your body like that, like drugs. Like, that's crazy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a gift and a curse about recording, because especially when it comes to sensitive subjects like that. Now, when it comes to, I'm just the type of person where I don't even like you to record me at all. I don't like that. Like, unless I ask you to, unless it's something that I'm like, oh, record it, let's, whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't even like to be taking like pictures taken of me that I don't know about. No.
Yeah, my boyfriend's the same way. If we out in the park and somebody's filming, he will dash out of frame, baby. He don't even want to be somewhere on film that he don't know about. He want to, be aware.
Yeah, I was trying to do that last night. When we was at Santana's party.
He was twerking. He was killing it.
And he had like a camera crew there. And so every time a man would come by me with a camera, it was like, I'm like, oh, let me move. I just kept trying to move.
You must supposed to be somewhere else.
No, I just didn't want to be on camera. Like, I didn't want to be like on the camera. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. You got that right.
I don't know where this is going. I don't know what it's gonna give. Like, something like that. I've seen stuff go left so fast. Like,
and then you in the video, and now you part of the problem.
Yeah. And then, like, even with conversations, because I know with me, if I'm around my friends or I'm around people that I trust, I like to have open conversations. And one of my friends has this one friend, and she legit records everything, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like you recording conversations and shit. Like, you gonna record the wrong thing, you posting it on Instagram, and it's just like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know.
I agree. It's kind of weird, but people kind of assume that you're cool with it. Like, it's just one of them things. I remember one time I was working at the aquarium, and obviously that's a tourist attraction, so the little line is kind of thin. But I was working at the gift shop at the register, and this guy just came in and was just filming. He was filming me ring up that stuff, and I was like, please don't record me. He was like, don't record you. Oh, don't record. I'm just like, now what can I even do in a situation like that? Do I cuss him out? Because now I'm an aquarium employee cussing out a patron because he's recording me at a tourist attraction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, sir, you didn't even ask for my permission, and now I'm forever on your film. You're not gonna delete the video. You're not gonna sit there and crop me out. Like, it's not cool. And I even keep that same kind of consistency when I'm recording stuff. I try to make sure if I'm taking a picture that people are not in the background. Some stuff you can't control, but I would not try to record anybody without their like consent. It's not cool. Anyway, so I think another thing I've noticed is that people are being rewarded when they do these weird recording things. Like, for example, somebody could be like, let's say, have you ever seen those videos when somebody like, I feed my wife every day, and every day they're recording themselves giving her a plate of food? Yeah. And then now that video has gone viral, and now the newspaper is calling him, wanting to do an interview about how good of a boyfriend he is. And it's like, because he did this.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just using that for an example. I'm saying people basically are, even though recording people without their necessary consent is weird, that is what gives them the publicity that they want. Like that is kind of how things are. Like if you didn't record it, it didn't happen. Like
Yeah.
you're not a philanthropist if you ain't out here feeding the homeless on film. I even think about that when I see people, especially white people, who go to these African villages and take pictures with these kids who are like, barefoot, got dirt on them, and you got on your very bright, vibrant, clean, clothing. And now you are just you Captain Savior because you don't want to this village where these kids are and gave them some mangoes. I'm just saying, I don't think it's cool. It's kind of exploiting them. It's kind of like your mission. Oh, I got to find some poor people and take a picture so they can know that I am accepting of all classes. I don't like that.
I do understand that. I don't know. I always wondered that too, because I know that a lot of people have a problem with that. And I think my take on it is that we look at it like that, but I think that people I don't know. I feel like it's just the type of person and your delivery with it, because I feel like if I were to go out there and I wanted to, if I were to visit Africa or a country that, has people that need help, and I would go out there and help them, I wouldn't probably film me doing the act of it, but sometimes I do be wanting to take pictures with you and stuff like that. But
yeah, and I think that's okay, but I think I feel away when it's a white person. I'm sorry. I don't know. And I think that's why I feel away, because I feel like I've come across so many coworkers who go out to these third world countries and they do things like that because they do feel like they're like in Little Fires Everywhere, the way Elena was. Like she thinks that she was saving her. When these people, you can give to them, but like you still low key think they're beneath you. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the video the other day when a guy got caught cheating and the girl was in the bathroom talking about she was a cleaner?
first of all, move. I'm
No.
not gonna say move, but that shit was so fucking funny. Like the fact that she was sitting by the toilet. All I was thinking about the germs, because I was like, oh my gosh.
All I was thinking about was how the girlfriend and the boyfriend was recording. And the girl that was in the bathroom hiding.
Well, it makes you, when I see stuff like that, it makes me feel like it's fake.
Yeah, I said the same thing. How are you recording yourself getting caught cheating? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that video is what made me want to talk about it. So I'm like, sir, this is not the time to be trying to get viewers. What are you doing? You need to get your girl, cheater.
Okay, that can go two ways. So what if they be recording situations like that just so that they won't get hurt, or somebody, like, say for instance,
that's possible.
So they have evidence. Like, say for instance, if he know that his girlfriend crazy, this motherfucker pull a gun out or a knife. If they're recording it, she more than likely ain't gonna do it because she's gonna be on camera.
Yes, that is very possible, but it's just very ironic that the cheater, the cheatee, and the cheato was all recording.
Because I remember this girl Tyra, she's from Atlanta, and I remember it was like a live going around, and she was on live, and some girls had pulled up to her house and jump her, and she ended up stabbing them while she was on live, and one of the girls died on live.
Oh, I do remember that. Something else that made me think, I remember my at my sister's wedding, she did not allow personal photography, so she had like a wedding coordinator just come out and be like, listen, no personal photography. As soon as the ceremony is over, you're free to take pictures in the reception and all that. And people were kind of like, I can't take no picture. But imagine getting married and going back and looking at your professional photos, and everybody got Kyocera's and Nokias and Androids and iPhones out. And it really kind of like dims the quality of the photo.
Yeah.
Like it really kind of sparked the interest. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Don't let people take their own photos. But of course, you're not going to be in there policing like, oh, you got to get out. But it's kind of like people really like, for me, for example, if I'm at my nephew's birthday party or something like that, I don't even think to record because I know their parents are recording. But everybody be recorded, or if somebody about to get engaged, everybody in the circle recorded. Now I know something up. Why y'all got your phones out? It's kind of like, chill out, just enjoy the moment.
If you ever went to a Beyonce concert, then you will understand, because she always be like, y'all need to put y'all phone up. Like,
I've been to a Beyonce concert before.
No, that's what I'm saying. She be saying, That'd be like one of her things. She'd be like, you need to put your phone up. You need
Just
to
enjoy it.
money into her staging and her lighting and put much time in it, and she wants you to enjoy it in real time instead of having to watch the videos on your phone.
Listen, and people who go to shows and do that be watching the show through the phone, or they'll watch it later on the video. And it's like, you know, when people perform, they kind of thrive off that live engagement and that excitement, but people are ruining the moment. It's so weird. When they say put your lighters up, then take your phone out, okay?
I think I'm gonna just start. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna get me a GoPro.
There you go. That's fine. Me and my sister went to a Lady Gaga concert very randomly, so random. We was there for like 15 minutes, and she had randomly called this fan on stage to like sit with her at the piano. And the whole time he was up there, he had his phone out like this, and she was like, "No, put that away." And I get it. Oh my God, I'm on stage with Lady Gaga, but you are missing out on the moment. You know what I'm saying? The truth. And you're on the stage with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that people just kind of forget. And I know people want to capture the moment, and it's probably innocent 9 times out of 10. But people, I think it's just come so popular to just record everything.
Like, I hate when I run into people that like recognize me from social media, and I be in a store, and they be like, "Oh, look who I see in the store."
Yeah, that's crazy. People do that to celebrities all the time, and then they get mad when the celebrity get mad, like that boy who was recording Offset at Target that day. Okay, yeah. But then now on the video, all we see is an irritated celebrity who don't know how to treat their fans. It's like, no, it is rude, and don't tell me if I don't want to be seen and don't come out here. I'm still a human being. I still have needs. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to ask me for permission, but you wouldn't even want me, a stranger that I don't know. I wouldn't come up to you and do the same things. Like, have that same respect. And you don't need, and the way I used to work at the Apple store, as people already know, but celebrities come through there all day long. And one thing I used to always say, whenever I met anybody, and I've worked with so many different celebrities in there, I would just treat them like somebody else, and not to the point where I'm like, oh, who was there or acting still, but I'll address them as who they are. Like one person I see the most is Kelly Price all the time. I'll be like, hey Kelly, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Just talking to her, but I'm not like, girl, let me get a picture. Can you say hey to my auntie? My niece know how to sing. Do that dance, baby. Can I get a picture? I just would never do that. It's just so unnecessary. And I feel like I owe it to them for them to feel normal.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, you need a break, okay? And I think that maybe it's because I'm from Atlanta and it's a lot of celebrities here. Because I know a lot of people from out of town, they get so excited. And it's okay to get excited, but I need people to realize that they are literally human beings.
Yeah. I learned that early on in my career, like just dealing with people like that because of conversations. Like I'll be in a salon and a celebrity coming in, I start doing their makeup or they get in there, and I just have a regular conversation, just kind of fishing out what they like and what they don't like and what and from those situations, it just kind of helped me deal with how I deal with them today. But the crazy part about it is I run into some people sometimes that love that. They love to be like groupie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not a groupie type of person, so you're not gonna get that out of me. Like, I'm not gonna be like overly excited. Like, even if I was to meet Beyonce, I feel like I'll probably like act up in the car or something. But in that moment,
yeah,
scare her off because
I want them to like me. I ain't trying to scare them off.
So I'm definitely gonna be normal, like just having a conversation, just get some questions out that I want to ask or just got to get a feel for who they are, but I ain't gonna do it like that.
So I did want to highlight some examples where recording is okay and necessary. I'm sure people have been looking at the news with the quote unquote Karens that have been bringing harm to people for no goddamn reason at all. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't really like the Karen term. I think it is racist, and I get it. I get why it exists, but I am not a fan of fighting fire with fire. So anyway, I don't remember her actual name, but long story short, and to be honest, I haven't even watched the video because I've gotten sick and tired of watching these goddamn videos, but it appears this lady was at Central Park and she didn't have her dog on the leash, which is a problem. I'm not cool with that. I got chased by a dog when I was little. I'm scarred for life. If you got a dog and you in public, you need to have a chain. Point.
A dog.
Huh?
You went on a court TV show because of a dog being loose.
You get what I'm saying? I don't play that. Period. I forgot. But apparently the black guy was recording her, and he probably was recording to protect his own self, as he should have. Basically telling her your dog needs to be in the leash. She was like getting mad at him about it. She even called the police and said the African-American guy was attacking her. Is that what she said?
Yeah. No, she said that he was threatening her and he was recording her.
Yeah, so what if you're recording?
You
My
heard me?
thing is,
Go ahead.
my thing is, how do you sit there and lie like that and you're being recorded? And so anyway, the point that I bring to that is basically, what if he was harmed by the police, or in cases where people were harmed by the police and they caught it on camera? I just feel like these days it's your word against theirs. Oh, he was aggressive. All right, he was justified to be killed. Like if Ahmaud Arbery would have been recording himself, maybe we would have saw more for it. Not that it has really helped us, because people have been caught on camera killing Black people innocently and have repeatedly been let go, and had no punishment. But I'm just saying, situations like that, like, okay, record it. Take it. I don't care if she don't want you recording, because this is a situation where you fear for your life and you're not causing any harm. But yeah, it just makes me think about, like, okay, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to make a point, like, okay, this is a time where I get it. Like, you recorded something, that lets me know that you probably fear for something. Something is going on.
And then I saw this one. Yeah, I always see ignorant stuff. I think that this pandemic has really brought out some of the most ignorant white people I've ever seen in my life. Okay,
I think this presidency has
that part too. But I even saw a video today of a lady, and this is like the second one I've seen this, about them trying to argue about wearing a mask in a store. It's not even that deep, for one. And I think that it just goes without saying, like, the reason why you have to wear the mask and why it's important. But she's like, you're making yourself sick when you put that mask on, because you're breathing in it and it's going back into your body and you're making yourself sick. We need to be.
What?
I want to find it because I want you to see it. Like, she sounded so.
I can't watch it. I'm sick.
Then she was like, y'all are making us wear these masks because you are trying to kill innocent Black people and Hispanics.
Was she white?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These people who are refusing to wear a mask, and you think that this one lady was like, well, the CDC hasn't told us how to properly wear a mask, and I have trouble breathing. Okay, you either have trouble breathing with a mask or you can't breathe at all because you're dead. Pick a struggle. You're going to have trouble breathing with coronavirus anyway, so let's just get that out of the way and protect yourself and never get coronavirus.
Whatever. But yeah, I saw too many videos of people arguing with people that won't let people.
I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of watching videos of this mess. I'm sick of people complaining about wearing a mask. Sick of people going outside anyway, going to these parties. I'm so disgusted. So those are all the points I have written down for the recording. Do you have anything to add?
No, I do see the importance of recording some situations, but I think that in situations where you're making people uncomfortable for no reason, or if you're exploiting people in a way that it's like almost like trying to put their I don't want to say disabilities, but people that just can't do for themselves, like homeless people, like they
people who are in they're vulnerable.
Yeah, like, don't do that. Like, I just feel like that's not cool. Fun experiences I can understand, but I think that just how people need consent to have sex with them or do anything else, I think you should ask people for consent to record them.
I absolutely agree.
Because me personally, I'm just not okay with that. I don't like it. Like, I don't like. I hate. I've been in situations where people record me saying some stuff that was private and that I wanted to remain private,
and they're like, ain't nobody gonna hear this, girl. It's just me and you. Okay, why are you recording then?
Don't record me at all. I literally hate being recorded. Like, it really boils my blood. So, consent all the way around.
I agree. I think it's one thing where it's kind of implied that you're going to be recorded. Like if you walking down the street and they're shooting Good Morning America, okay, you're going to be on camera. Or if somebody asks you to come on a podcast, you're going to be recorded. Okay, cool. But I think, but it's no reason for me to find out that you got me on video talking about the kind of stuff I did in a church parking lot when I was 19.
That ain't nobody's business, sweetie.
You get what I'm saying? It really wasn't even theirs. You just happened to be in the right room at the right time. All right, y'all. It's been another episode of OD Podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
On a pussy.
Point blank, period.